So sitting in front of me today, guys, is a 2018 Land Rover Discovery. And you might be asking, well, why are you reviewing a 4-year-old Land Rover? Well, the prices of these have significantly dropped, especially since Land Rover has rolled out more and more updates of these vehicles. So these are getting cheaper. And this one in particular is powered by that 6-cylinder diesel engine, which is known to be, mostly reliable, more reliable than some of the other engine options that Land Rover has provided you to choose. So this has the 3-liter turbocharged diesel engine, and it makes 254 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this is 4-wheel drive and has a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, on the exterior, I do understand that the people are a little indifferent about the exterior of the Discoveries. I think they look okay, not as good as the Sports, not as good as the full-sized Range Rovers. The Discovery line to me and the Discovery Sport has kind of always looked a little weird, and the proportions are a little weird, especially up front, but I don't think it looks bad at all. Of course, you have these multi-spoke 20-inch rims on the front and back, and I love this gray metallic paint on the outside. And of course, this one has that black package on it, with the high gloss black accents and the high gloss black name up here. Now, of course, you have the LED headlights and the gloss black grille. And moving around back, this is kind of where the proportions of the Discovery kind of get weird. How it just basically cuts off onto a flat surface in the back. The taillights do look nice. I like those, but the rear end does catch some people off guard. This one, of course, came with the advanced tow assist package and the tow hitch. The previous owner optioned that on. If we could take a look in the back right now as well. As you can see, it says HSE Td6. Pop the rear open right here, take a look. So back here, you can see a little area where you can sit down. At least Land Rover advertises it as such. And then you have the electronic folding seats right here, so we could fold these down. So using these buttons right here, you can actually fold down the seats, which is nice. They are a little slow and a little finicky. If you didn't know, these are actually assembled in the United Kingdom and sent over here. 68% of the parts out of the Land Rover Discovery, in particular this one, are made in the United Kingdom. 17% go to Germany and around 6% go to the United States. But as you can see back here, the load area folds flat and even pushes those seats forward so it can fold these down. You can also press this button right here to fold this down as well. This one's been kind of beaten up, and these buttons are for that second row back there. But we can go ahead and shut the tailgate. Nice little features in the back of the car. Now, we check out the rear of the car. We can hop in here. You do have these electronic backs on the second row. Hopping into the back, the seats are pretty comfortable back here. You do have storage right here and storage right here. As you can see, you do have the Meridian surround sound system. This one does not have the Signature, but it does come with a medium level one. This one actually has quad zone climate control, individual temperatures for the 4 seats, and then it also has heated seats in the rear and heated seats up front, wherein you can option on ventilated seats for the rear and front as well if you'd like. But this one did not come with that USB Type A and, of course, another USB Type A with a bit of a storage area right there. Back seats are nice and comfortable and definitely roomy enough for any kind of family trying to use the Discovery. Of course, it has keyless entry. Hopping into the front, this is where the magic happens. We can go ahead and start the car. As you can see, digital gauge cluster. I have it configured to show the navigation map. And as you can also see from the odometer, it has 51,000 miles on it. This uses Land Rover's infotainment system, which I think is okay. No wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which can be a little annoying, but the system is pretty responsive. And you also have your navigation screen in here if you'd like to use it in there. Now, some other things in here, of course, you have your terrain controls right here. You could change it from normal to slippery and snow to trail, desert, and rock crawl. We're going to keep it in normal and turn it back onto auto. You also can adjust the air suspension right here to raise or lower the vehicle, and some other cool little things. I do like the interior of the Land Rovers and the Range Rovers. I think they're nice. I like the steering wheels. I like the technology on the inside of them. Overall, it's a nice place to be without any problems. And we can get going. Now, the fact that this makes only 254 horsepower means that it doesn't get that up top oomph that you want, but since it does have quite a bit of torque from that diesel engine, you do get an initial good go. And it's also good for towing. It can tow around, I believe, 7,000 pounds, which is enough to tow something like a boat in style. The steering is also nice and light, and with the air suspension, it handles the bumps pretty well. Now that we're on the highway, I can definitely tell you it's got that oomph from that torque from that diesel engine. But up top, I can definitely already tell that it's not going to be that fast. 254 horsepower for a vehicle this heavy is not going to make a major difference. Now, I do want to talk about price with this vehicle. This one new was around $73,000. And I have the window sticker right here, all of its options. But this was $73,000 new in 2018 when the vehicle was sold. Now, right now with 51,000 miles on it, it still feels like it's running strong. I haven't felt any problems with the car. I've been driving it for quite a bit. Nothing wrong with it. It is selling right now for just shy of $50,000. Now, that's a $23,000 price discount right there. Now, granted, it does have 50,000 miles, but you are getting a lot out of this vehicle. Like I said, the technology is great. You do have a lot of luxury features. Now, things that could have been spec'd like adaptive cruise control were not spec'd on this vehicle. This one was spec'd with like blind spot monitoring and rear traffic alert and things like that, but it wasn't spec'd with things like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, auto centering. Things like that weren't spec'd on this car, nor does it have like the highest end luxury features like the sound system. But the way this is spec'd right now, $49,000 for everything you get, and you get a British SUV with a pretty decently reliable engine. I don't think it's a terrible thing to do. There's people who go out there and buy Range Rover Sports from 2013 with 120,000 miles on them just for the looks. But if you can get over the kind of weird looks of the Discovery, you wouldn't be unhappy in this vehicle. Now, sadly, I'm not going to take it off-road and test out Range Rover's terrain response system. I do want to do that at one point, but with this vehicle, I'm not going to, especially because it doesn't have the all-terrain nor mud tires on it. It has all-season street tires. Now, there are some things you can get if you get a newer one. As you've seen before in the newer Land Rovers, they now have 2 screens instead of the one, so this infotainment system is expanded from just this screen up here and put down here as well. But other than that, there's not many differences between the new one and the old one. Everything has the LED headlights and everything like that, LED taillights. You can still get basically the same exterior colors, the same climate control and luxury features, same engine and everything like that. But getting a 2018, you know, a better price is what you're going to get, with maybe losing some tiny technology features. The biggest, like I said, being that screen that sits below that controls all your climate controls. But there are some people out there who would rather have the knobs anyway instead of it being integrated into the screen. Go ahead and pass these guys. Check out this torque on this vehicle. It's actually not bad. It's actually not too disappointing. The torque definitely picks up the lack of the horsepower, but that actually, the acceleration of that wasn't bad. Which is good, because even though in these vehicles you weren't expecting for them to be fast, that was quick enough without any issues. I went from, like, I'd say around 50 miles an hour to around 80 without any kinds of problems. So if you're on the highway, you won't have any problem passing anyone out there, which shows that this has plenty of power. So anyways, guys, if you did like the video, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more from us, we do have a Range Rover Sport review and a bunch of other luxury SUVs and luxury cars we've done before. So if you want to go see those, make sure you just scour the channel looking for all of those, and I might link them in the description, depends on how lazy I am when writing it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.